brother Ure, who's always there to support our initiative, the initiative of young women, committee of the Liberia Football Association, to the NCSS School Association, to the young girls, the players, and even with the big players who are about to play today. Happy International Women's Month. And this program is in commemoration of the International Women's Day and Women's Month, and is LFA Liberia Football Association in partnership with UN Women. So in a nutshell, why are we here today? We are here to stress the importance of women's football and to tell Liberia that it's important for women's football to be included in all aspects of sporting activities in Liberia. You want that? And also, we are also here to talk about women football empowerment. Women who are supposed to also be empowered during and after the pitch matter. And we are also here today to talk about inclusion, right? This year global theme is Inspire Inclusion, Accelerate Progress. And the local team is, the national team is Empower Her, Empower All. So it's all about empowerment, it's all about inclusion, and now you've seen different women groups have come to show that we all are united, and football is for everyone. It's not a male thing, so you should celebrate yourself. And know that you women who are in football, we are very strong, because football has been believed, or we've had this belief that it's a male thing, and to work in a male dominated society is very tedious, but making it up, it has been a challenge, but because of determination and knowing that we are champions, we've been able to make it. So ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to have our guest of honor, Wanalante, because this shows that women's football is going to another level. This shows that she's here. And the important thing of it is the length and breadth of Liberia. Everywhere you come, Wanalante, once she's available, she comes and show that she's here for women empowerment, women leadership. And we celebrate you, mommy. This is what women leadership is all about. Supporting my own, and I see my own celebrity and star. She will give you a motivation talk. I show. You know about the show, the slow push, right? Isn't it? Thank you. So you going to hear that magnificent voice. You know her voice is very woman. So put your hands together for all the strong women in the house.
So next on our agenda, we have performance, music performance, Roshal Soul.
That you're beautiful. Can you just turn to someone and say you're beautiful? Say you're priceless. Say you can do anything. And you can be anything that you want to be. Can you give someone a hug? Mobile, Alicia Keys. Everywhere I turn,
We have our big sister, our international actress. Who's gonna give us, I know it's gonna be a very beautiful motivational speech. Because you can see that super beautiful woman. So we want to put on stage Miss Chanel Solomon. Keep clapping for her as she comes. Keep clapping, keep clapping.
Doing today. You know, I was quite honored to be asked to speak here this morning. So Women's Day means something to me. Does it mean something to you? Yes. You want to know why it means something to me? Yes. Do you realize how far we have come? Yes. Do y'all know? Yes. So I had to pull up a list. Do you know that back in the day, women could not keep a job if they were pregnant? Yes. Can you imagine? Yes. Okay, can you believe that we couldn't report cases of sexual harassment in the workplace? Do you know that we couldn't, there were women who couldn't even get credit cards or debit cards or bank cards. Can you imagine? Women couldn't serve in parliament. Can you imagine? Women couldn't wear pants. Can you imagine? Actually, the pants, right here in Liberia, we weren't allowed to wear pants. I went to the museum the other day to visit for the first time. If you haven't been to the museum on Broad Street, you need to check it out. And I realized that women were not allowed to wear pants, I think until in the 1940s, okay? We weren't allowed. So we've come a very, very long way. Do you know women weren't even playing football? Y'all know that? Yeah. So I want you to give yourselves a hand, because not only are you a woman, but you're doing things that women back in the day only wished and dreamed that they had the opportunities of doing. In this day, okay, we shouldn't take it for granted. There were women in the past that fought very long and hard, shed blood, in order for us to have the opportunities that we have today. In order for us to speak publicly. In order for me to hold this microphone, I wouldn't have been allowed if I lived, years ago, maybe in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, okay? Freedom of speech. We talking about equal opportunity. Equal what? It wasn't even a thing back in the day, all right? Women couldn't be mechanics. Women couldn't even run in a marathon. They couldn't do the things that we have the opportunities to do. So we must be grateful for these opportunities that we have. I stand before you very proud to be a woman. I remember, I'll share a short story and then I'll let the program continue. Back in the day, about 27 years ago, all right, I graduated college, all right? And I went to apply for my first job, and this job was in broadcasting. All I wanted to do was be a news anchor, broadcasting. So I got accepted for the job because I worked really hard when I was in college, all right? And then when I went to go sign my contract, excited, I had on my blue pinstripe power suit, went to go sign my contract. And the woman said, we have 2 questions for you. And I said, okay. The first question was, at the time my hair was naturally curly, I didn't have locks. And she said, is it possible for the newscast for you to wear a wig, like a straight wig on your head during the newscast, but you can snatch it right off your head after the newscast, just for the newscast. And I asked her why. And she said, well, I think it would be better so that people don't judge you. And at that time, I had just been introduced. In college was when I met my natural hair for the first time, because growing up, I had perm, relaxer, all of the things. And I decided to go natural, so I was feeling really good about myself. And in that moment, she broke me, because I couldn't wear my God-given natural hair. Then I said, okay, what's the second question? And she said, the second question is, do you mind changing your name from Shoanna to Shannon? And I said, why? And she said, well, your name is a little ethnic, and we're not ready for that yet, because it was a big network, TV network. And so I said, ma'am, is it okay for me to get back to you by email later on this evening? Let me just think about it. And y'all imagine, I wanted to cry. I was holding everything back I'm like, she didn't know what she just did. She took away my culture, my tradition, who I was. Even though I'm not defined by my hair, but my name meant a lot to me. And so I left there. Y'all guess what I did when I got in the car? Yeah?
What?
And I even small cry. I cried to the point there was not coming out of my nose.
Wow.
It was that type of crying. All right? And why was I crying? Do you know why I was crying?
Nope.
You know why I was crying? Okay, the men, I know why I'm crying. Women, y'all know why I was crying? Yes. Why was I crying? Because they wanted me to change my name, but what it meant, they were trying to change who I was. They didn't accept me for who I was. Women had gone through this for so many years in the past to be accepted, and here I am thinking, okay, I'm living in a world where they now accept women, but they really didn't accept me for who I was. All right? They didn't want my natural hair. They didn't want my name. And so it was a problem. But what they did was they motivated me. Do y'all think I accepted a job?
Nope.
I did not accept. You did it right this time. Yes, I did not accept the job. I didn't accept the job because I felt like, you know what? God put me here for a reason. And I need to do something with my life that I don't get judged doing. So because of that, I started my own company. I decided I wasn't going to work for anybody again. And again, that was 27 years ago. To this day, I've never worked for anybody again. That particular opportunity gave me a why, a purpose, and a reason to succeed. My goal was to prove to them that I could do the same broadcasting, the same marketing, the same this, the same that they wanted me to do, but do it better for myself. Why would I waste my talents and go give it to somebody else and let them get rich off of my talents when I could focus it on my own? So they changed my life, and for that I am grateful. But I do realize how hard it is for us to survive. We have to be better. Okay? We have to be educated, even more educated. So don't stop at high school. Go to college. Don't stop at your undergrad. Go get your master's. Because we have to be better. All right? We have to learn more. We have to be more articulate. We have to enunciate our words, you know? You understand? Let me hear you enunciate your word and I'll say, how are you? All right, I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful to stand before you today. So thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you. Keep clapping. Next on our program, we have another beautiful performance by Miss Rochelle, our superwoman.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes. I know that she knows. No image she craves. Attention she praises. An image she prays to be sculpted by this curtain. Oh, she don't see the light is shining better than her eyes can find. Maybe made her blind, so she tries to cover her pain and cut her walls away. 'Cause cover girls don't ride without their faces made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The work is hard. The scars and your beautiful.
The song just said, there's no better you than who you are, meaning that you have to accept yourself. So I thought you had a small conversation, back here. But there's no better you, except you for you, and the world will accept you.
Give yourself a hand. Y'all know who y'all missed today? Oh, y'all know what you meant? So, but we are honored. The Liberia Football Association is very honored to have Madam Comfort Lamptey, the United Nations Women. Madam Lamptey to the podium to give us a food for thought.
Acknowledging our high table. Thank you so much, Deputy Minister also. I want to salute you and Madam Jody Resetton. Thank you for the honor. I'm honored to be here with all of you this morning. And I went to the office dressed differently and they sent me back to go and dress like I'm coming to play football. So I'm here to join you all this morning. Let me start by saying thank you to the Liberian Football Association for marking this International Women's Month with a special match today. I'm looking forward to the kickoff. And I want to also say Happy International Women's Month to all of you. I think women's football has come a really long way, and Liberian women's football has also come a very long way. We're not there yet, there's still a long way to go, but I think we're making progress. And I want to salute all the women football players, past and present, and all the women who have charted the path for women's football to be where it is at today globally. I want to acknowledge Madam Jane Seta Howard. Do you know her? She was the first female minister of youth and sports. And I also want to acknowledge Madam Iseta Sombo Wesley. You know her? Yes. Okay, she was the first and only female president of the Liberian Football Association. So let's give a hand to all the women who have led the way and made Liberian football where it is. So I think today's gathering is more than just a match, right? We are here to play a match as women, but we're also here to throw light on some of the work that still has to be done for there to be equality in football and equality in the world at large. Because we know that when we talk, whether we talk about equal pay, women footballers earn less than men footballers. Whether we talk about equal investments, there's still more investments in male football than female football. And even when we talk about equal recognition for women footballers, we still see that there's a way to go to give equal recognition to women as to men. So we have a lot of work still to do to make sure that we are at a par with our male footballers. But the work has begun. And I believe that Liberia, more than any country, is best placed to lead the way in this. Because after all, it's Liberia that gave Africa and the world our first former footballer as a president, not so? So I think you understand the value of football, you embrace it, and so we also look to Liberia to show the way when it comes to women's football. There's been progress, no doubt. You've seen the change in attitudes. I don't know how many of you watched the Africa Games that was going on in Ghana. And one of the most beautiful moments for me was when the women won. I think it was Ghana and Nigeria, and I'm from Ghana. We beat Nigeria, and the most beautiful moment was when the young women who played the match were on the pitch and celebrating, and you look in the crowd, and it was many men in the crowd cheering on these women. I thought, wow, we have come a long way when it comes to women's football, because they were excited, they were overjoyed, and they were celebrating women footballers. We've got to do more of that, and I believe that Liberia can lead the way. Now, for UN Women, we believe in the value of football as a tool for promoting gender equality. So because of that, in 2018, we appointed a woman footballer as our goodwill ambassador. Many of you, or I hope some of you, have heard of Marta Vieira da Silva. She's from Brazil. Has anyone heard of her? I'll give them a prize if they have. So Marta is our goodwill ambassador for UN Women. And she is supporting us all over the world to raise awareness. She's actually been designated in places as the best woman footballer. And she's supporting us with her voice, with her presence, and with her message to really promote football as a tool for gender equality. And I want to, when we appointed Marta, this is what she said. She made a statement about women's football. And Marta said this. She said, through sports, women and girls can challenge socio-cultural norms and gender stereotypes and increase their self-esteem, develop life skills and leadership. They can improve their health and ownership and understanding of their bodies and become aware of what is violence and how to prevent it, and to look for available services and develop economic skills. Essentially what she's saying is, through sports, including football, we can use sports to really address all the ills and the development challenges that are facing women, whether it's economic, whether it's violence, whether it's leadership. So I hope one day I'm going to try and see if we can get Marta to Liberia. So you all have to be ready, and we'll try and see if we can bring Marta to come and give you an encouragement. I want to close by encouraging mentorship. I think all of you are young, but even as you are young, you can also mentor more people. Those who are older, really mentor each other as peers, and mentor younger women as you come up, so that you can build the self-confidence, that you get from football. We can pass it from generation to generation. So on that note, I want to say well done, and looking forward to the kickoff. Thank you very much.
Wasn't that a beautiful speech? An inspirational speech for every young woman sitting here? If you know you are inspired by that speech, you will clap more than that. For such an inspirational speech, we are inspired. We are going to transfer the courage, strength, and just the area of young woman, motivate her. I think the last time we said a she for a she, right? So if it's a she for a she, it means that you see yourself in another woman. You're not going to treat her bad. If you are motivating yourself to take one step, you tell us you can take that step too. So thank you, Mother Lante, for such a beautiful speech. Next on our program, we have presentation of the march ball, and that will be done by our own chair lady, Madam Julie Reyes Seaton, and also the presentation of the jersey by Minister Andy Kwame. Women small, women football here, let power the girl.
Alito. Where you gonna shoot it is? Where you gonna shoot it to kill him? You want?
Yeah, but that's just one.
You turn it around with me.
So officially, Valente is number 26 for women football. So that's where we are. I want to call the minister for a very brief remark because we are being in football team here. We show you understand it and you love women football now. Let me tell you, I think they love women football. Let's go to the phone and small thing the minister too far. Y'all remember the minister?
Madam Ambassador, Joanna Cashel, most of the women here representing all global organizations representing women want to salute you. I may not know you all by name. Madam Bidel, who has worked so hard for more than 40 years for football, we want to also say thank you. Madam Chair Vice President, who now have made history for us from Liberia as serving on the CAF Women Committee for football. We want to say thank you also. And all women who have left schools, basic schedules to be here this morning to commemorate this day, we want to say thank you. Women history is long. It started way back in 1857. But quite recently in 1975, the United Nations decided to hold March 8th aside, especially to celebrate women globally. And since 1975, March 8th has been very important in the life of women globally. But coming to Liberia to set this day aside, we want to say thank you to the LFA for partnering with UN Women in Liberia to make sure that this day was observed. Historically, Rosa Parks, who refused to give a seat because of racial segregation in America, set actually the standard for women around the world. In 1955, she refused to give a seat because she was black, so they asked her to give a seat. She refused. On the basis of that, she was arrested and taken to jail. That was the beginning of the rights women fought for. Most of us going to school, I showed you, I heard about Benazir Bhutto. She was the first female prime minister in an Islamic country. You know, normally in an Islamic country, women are not given that right, except for being in the kitchen. But she changed that, and she stood for women. And today in the Islamic world, women are playing active role in politics. When we come to our home, Liberia, our former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she stood her ground, fought for women's rights, refused to take a seat in parliament. But today, gender equality has taken the world by storm. Wherever you find two men, you will find one woman. So women have fought. I think they are even surpassed the strength and the capacity of men now in every capacity. That is a huge accomplishment. I'm sure you can clap for yourself for that accomplishment. One thing I took from Joanna Cashel, she said, overcoming fear as a woman is the strength. When she went for her interview, they asked her, change your name. She addressed from her home to an event They say you have to cover what you brought. She was strong. She overcame her fear. She stood. If I will not take this job, I will go, and this will be a challenging moment for me, and it will motivate me to establish my own company. Today, she's a global brand when it comes to events and entertainment. Therefore, most of you listen to her and learn a little bit of lesson from her story. That story could inspire you to be the next Eddie Johnson Sally tomorrow, to be the next Rosa Parks, to be the next Vanessa Buto, to be the next Michelle Obama. Most women who have played a significant role in the world, they overcame fear. And today they are great women around the world. Ambassador Comfort Lamptey, I showed she was not making farm in Ghana, she would have never been a UN ambassador in Monrovia. She overcame fear. Today, she's representing the United Nations Women Office in Monrovia as a country representative. You all can do the same. The best you can do for yourself is to keep moving forward. Take your lesson serious and challenge yourself that you can make it. If other people made it in the past, you also can do the same. Make history for yourself. Make your parents proud. Do the best you can do, so that tomorrow we will all sit here to see you speaking to us this vibration. All women who have come here this morning to make sure that this program is successful, we want to say thank you. We want you to also help the younger ones who are coming up, so that tomorrow your advice to them, your guidance will also help them to take the rightful path in our society. Because the role you play will help keep them off the street and focus on their lesson, focus on the go ahead, so that Liberia, going forward, will be redeemed from the drug addiction in our country. Thank you.
Let's keep clapping for the ladies coming. The kickoff. The players, y'all ready? Y'all can come on. Yeah. So why the players are getting prepared to come on?
Tani be shooting randomly.